Welcome to Modern Leadership Live, where we create collaborative conversations to connect our company cultures and our world community. Today, I'm joined by digital healthcare expert and CEO and board member of HealthSnap, serial entrepreneur and investor, Yenvy Truong. Welcome so much, Yenvy, for coming. Thank you for getting up. I know you do a million things, so thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Nina. I'm humbled to be here. I saw the list of speakers you had before, and I'm humbled to be a part of it. Thank you. I just wanted to clarify, I'm the former CEO of HealthSnap, so I'm working on something really pivotal right now.
Tell us what you're working on.
It's in what we call stealth mode when we're building technology. So it's I'm hoping to release it by the end of this year. But it's something, I saw a huge problem in the healthcare industry and with individuals themselves, and I'm inspired to fix the problem.
Oh my gosh, of course you are. That's why you're a rock star. You'll have to come back and let us know. So much mystery. Tell us now, if people wanted to learn more about you, where would they go? What would they do?
Well, right now I have a podcast called The Art of Becoming Wonder Woman. And so they can go to that podcast and listen to my view on healthcare and how to personalize your health. And as individuals and as women, we've been getting a lot of feedback from it. We have a Facebook group. So yeah, right now that's where you can find a lot of information from me personally.
Oh, perfect. All right. We'll definitely get that out to everyone. So, Yenvy, tell us, because there's so much talk about what we need more now than ever as it relates to leadership. You're obviously embodying what you feel is necessary in the world. Tell us a little more about synchronicity and what you think the world needs more now than ever.
Yeah, I think synchronicity is one of the most pivotal importance of being a leader. When I first started out in, I would say, management or just inspired to be a leader, it's not a word that you just pick up a book and all of a sudden you learn about it. It's a process where you develop. It's a lot of trial and error. You have to watch the people, because leadership is all about people. It's not about systems. It's not about technology or objective pieces or tangible pieces. It's the emotions that's involved in your team and being intuitive enough to respect it and understand it so that you can lead as a mass, right? And it's never just about the one individual. It's how do you build a synchronicity, not just amongst your team, but amongst yourself too. And so if you look at it from a spiritual perspective, like Deepak Chopra, when they speak on synchronicity, it's aligning your senses. You have 5 senses, aligning those senses to the point where you have a 6th sense, and that becomes your intuitive nature, where you're able to intuitively be in front of somebody, whether it be a manager, a staff member, an employee, and get it, kind of understand where they're coming from, where their pain points are, and then inspire, motivate them to see your vision, to go forward with it, because they have to really believe in what you're doing to be motivated every single day to give the creativity and to give everything to your company. And so that's where I see it, just from the most basic point of view as a leader.
Wow, Yenvy, that is so good, and it's so rich. There's so much in there. So what I heard you say is that the best modern leaders, the best leaders, and what the world needs more now than ever is leaders who can create synchronicity within themselves, see it within their team, harness that, and for the problems that the team and the organization's facing, so that they can be creative, they can be of service. That was so good. So they can create so much more impact together.
Yes, yes. I'm excited every day, just because of the people that I hope to bring forward, not just in the future, but to success as well. Because my success is their success. Their success is actually my success. It's always the other way around, right? It's not about hitting just milestones and goals, but everybody gets to celebrate in the victory and the challenges that you're overcoming. And so that's what I think that's what it all comes down to is the people that you lead. That's all it comes down to.
That's such a big point, and I write about that in my book too. And I love that so much, that your success is my success, and your success is my success, vice versa. And we call that crew. And I love that you have that concept where everyone gets to celebrate together. It's not a single person that's winning. It's all of us winning, and seeing that collective.
Exactly.
I mean, what do you think are some old paradigms that get in the way?
I think right now we're in, not just right now, but in the past, I would say 18 months or so, we've been in unprecedented times, right? Where things that we would have never predicted or had seen coming to us is here today. We're living through it. And you can't read a book. You can't just pick up a model, a Harvard Business Review, and say, oh, I know what to do now, because there is no guidance to it. That's why that intuition comes in so importantly, right? It's you know how to be agile, you know how to lead your team through this, not just pandemic, but everything that's happening right now in the world, and the shifts that businesses and corporations have to take right now. And so right now we're living through a paradigm shift itself, right? Because there's no standard of how this is how you used to build a company. And so I'm going to read this book and I'm going to follow that strategy and then I'm going to build my company. No, it's right now there's a shift going from what was in office to virtual. And so how do you build and inspire people just virtually even? And so those are the pieces. There's just so many paradigm shifts right now that's happening that we're just witnessing. And it's all about connecting with your team members and your employees and your staff.
And so the old paradigms that got in the way were read a book, learn, and I don't think you're making that wrong per se. I think you're double clicking on, forgive the pun, since you're character expert, that, it's more about following our intuition and not, you didn't say instincts, because instincts can be reactive. But what I hear you saying is follow our intuition, that synchronicity, that synchronized part of ourself that's leading us to forward focused action. That's what I'm getting. Is that right?
Right. And, the thing is, I read probably 2 to 3 books a week right now, right? And that's always been my nature. And all the book does is it allows you to build references and be inspired by and pick up pieces and go nuggets that you never knew about. And so there's nothing wrong with, I love books, and I mean, and but what that does is give you ideas and reinforcements of yes, I've seen it here, I've seen it there. And so I'm going to try it, trial and error, practice it. But the base of it is, how do people react to it? How does your team react to it when you try that? Right. And so it's this conversation, is this communication with your team.
So good. Any bold predictions for what you see modern leadership in the future? I love everything you said.
Thank you.
Say more.
Prediction. Oh, here's a very strong prediction. Is Harvard Business Review just came out with, not because I'm a female, but that the strongest leaders during this pandemic were females, right? They interviewed 60,000 male and female leaders before and after the pandemic, and women just completely blew it out of the water when they had the opportunity or when they stepped it up. And so I'm inspired, and a lot of my charity goes to female leaders, bringing up females and educating them as well, so that they could be leaders in their community. And so I see a lot of female entrepreneurs, female leaders, women in CEO roles and board member roles. And so that's my prediction for the future of corporate.
I see that too. I see it. There's more women in leadership now in the government than ever. And so it's beautiful to see diversity represented. And, I believe when we have productive conflict and when there's different points of view, we always come up with something better. So I love it. Thank you, Yenvy, so much for joining us today. I'll have your link in below for people to get more in touch with you, and we are so behind you, and we are so grateful you came. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nina. Have a wonderful day.